Hey guys, my name is Matumio, and I don't know if you remember this, but a long time ago, about 4 years now, Battlefield created a quick little PSA video for Bad Company 2 trying to get players to stop grenade spamming. I think their slogan was, friends don't let friends grenade spam, or something like that. It was a quick little video, it was just a fun way to get the point across to their player base, and it's ironic because now we've transitioned 4 years later, and grenade spam is a massive issue in Battlefield 4. There's a million different grenade types. Each grenade usually has multiple ones that you can spam downrange, and I don't think I'm alone on this. I'm sure everyone has experienced this in the game, where you're around a corner, the enemy knows you're around a corner, and all of a sudden, a million different grenades descend upon you, blacking out the sun. It is ridiculous in this game at times, especially if you're in like Operation Metro or Operation Locker. That all might be changing in a recent update. DICE is updating, of course, the CTE server constantly, and the most recent update is that they are going to be reducing not only the amount of grenade spam, but the explosive spam in Battlefield 4. The biggest one is that the impact grenade is seeing a huge nerf, like almost to the point where it's still going to be viable, it's still going to be a great grenade for finishing people off, but it's not going to be that grenade that basically guarantees you a kill if you know the enemy is just around the bend and they have nowhere to run. And so instead of giving us the standard 2, which we're all accustomed to right now, they're reducing it to only one grenade for the impact. That is massive. No longer will you be able to kill an enemy from 100 to 0 with the impact grenade. It will literally be impossible by now. You guys know that the max damage that the impact grenade can do is 80, and so essentially this is going to be something to soften someone up. If you know they're off in the distance, you can soften them and then try to finish them off when they're ducking behind cover or they're trying to regenerate their health, or this will be your finisher grenade. It is no longer going to be the grenade that you're going to be able to just throw 2 of them in an area and kill anyone that's behind the corner without giving them any notice or really any way at surviving. So this is massive. Not only that, but they're also going to be reducing the blast radius on the impact, so you even need to be more accurate when you are throwing this at your target. Like I said, this is some huge changes right now for the grenades. This is also extending on over to the mini grenades. So it's going to be, instead of 3 grenades, you're going to only have 2 at this point, unless you're using the field upgrade. I'm sure that's still going to give you 1 more. And they're also reducing the blast radius and the inner blast radius of that. So once again, you're going to have to be more accurate with that as well. But where things get really interesting and where we get to the heart of the grenade spam problem is that they're increasing the time it takes to regenerate your grenades when you're on top of an ammo bag. One of the largest problems that you encounter on maps like Operation Metro and Operation Locker isn't the fact that players start off with a lot of grenades when they spawn in. Like, that is one facet of the issue, but it's also because everyone's standing on an ammo bag. You guys know when the match starts, everyone condenses at the center, you fight over that central capture point, it's a massive stalemate, and because no one's really moving anywhere, everyone has their ammo bag down on the ground, you're constantly getting new grenades, and everyone is just spamming them downrange. I probably die more often to grenade spam on those maps than primary weapon fire. Like, it's ridiculous at this point. It's not a first-person shooter, it's a grenade simulator, you know, an explosive simulator at that point, and it really does detract from the experience. And so what DICE is going to be doing here, or one of the ways that they're going to combat this grenade spam, is that they're going to increase the regeneration time of when you get resupplied from an ammo bag. So for example, the impact grenade, instead of regenerating every 7 seconds, it's going to take you a staggering 25 seconds. And so not only will you only have 1 impact grenade at this point, but it's also going to take you an incredible amount of time to regenerate a new one for you to throw it and spam downrange. This also extends to the other grenades as well. For example, the Mini is going up from 8 seconds regeneration to 13, and the M67 is going from 5 to 25. This also extends to other explosive devices like the XM25, the dart version and the normal version. It's going from 3.5 seconds to 6 seconds. The 40 millimeter is going from 8 seconds to 18 seconds. So like I said, across the board, grenade and explosive spam is getting diminished, not only because they're reducing the amount of grenades that is popular at this point, but also just the fact that you're not going to be able to regenerate them as quickly. And so hopefully on maps like Operation Metro and Operation Locker aren't just going to be this massive cluster in the center where no one can push forward because you have to go through a wall of explosive devices. Like this, I'm crossing my fingers that this is going to be the nail in the coffin, or at least alleviate the issue of the amount of spam in Battlefield 4. Not only that, but the flashbangs are also seeing some adjustments where the flash effect on an enemy is going to last for 10 seconds, and for friendlies, it's going to last for 5. And so the result of all of these changes, like this is massive, is that I have a feeling is that the impact and the minis are not going to be seen as often. They're still going to be viable, like the impact is still going to be amazing at finishing someone off. It's not going to be the instant killer that it is right now, but it will still be viable, while the frag grenade is going to see a lot more use, alongside the flashbang. I'm really excited to see how all of these adjustments play out, because you guys know I want the flashbang to be an effective grenade. Like, I want to have that tactical grenade option where I can throw it in a room, you know, blind everyone, and then go in, and if I have the skill, take every single one of them out with my primary weapon and get back to the roots of what a first-person shooter is all about. Being able to kill your enemy constantly and just throwing grenades like they're candy downrange isn't what I'm expecting or really want from a first-person shooter. And so I honestly, in my humble opinion, think that this is an awesome step in the right direction. But I'd love to know what you guys think about all of these changes. Do you like the direction that DICE is taking with this patch update? Are you a little disappointed because you love playing on Metro and you love playing on Operation Locker, and for some reason have a weird fetish for grenade spam? Let me know down below. But before I go, if you are a premium PC player and you like the idea of playing on the CTE servers, but you've always been a little turned off by the fact that every couple of days it has like a 7 GB update, and you don't like the idea of clogging up your internet and not being able to do anything on the internet for those couple of hours, it seems like DICE has found a solution to this. The solution is that essentially you're going to have to download the CTE server once, or the CTE client once again, which is like 36 gigabytes. It's a massive file. Like, you're basically downloading Battlefield 4 once again. But pretty much every other patch after this has been a lot smaller. I think the one that just updated yesterday was only a couple hundred megabytes. So it's a huge difference. So if that was something that was deterring you from updating or playing on the CTE servers, it seems like they have found the solution, and you should give it a go, because we need more people testing CTE. There's hardly anyone on them right now. So if this sounds appealing, I would recommend that you give it a try. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and so until tomorrow, have a good one and take it easy.